Hello and welcome to today's speed build. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining us, and if not, then welcome back. So today I am back building and I am in the world of Brindleton Bay, and we are building a Good Witch's Enchanted cottage. Now I love cottages, I love cottage core and very enchanted magical builds, and I felt like I hadn't done one in a while. I did do um my like gemologist loft, which was very like cozy magical vibes, but apart from that I've not really done anything in a long time. So I thought it would be nice to do a little witch's cottage. Now I feel like this build is quite simple, but I just loved how it turned out. I thought it looked so good. I kind of went on a building spree after this, so I built this and then I ended up building something else, which you will see on Sunday. I believe I'm uploading it, so you will see that on Sunday. But yeah, I just kind of like kept building. I'm sure I built something else after that as well, which you will see like a few days later. I'm trying to sort of get my uploads more regular because I feel like mid-run I will talk about the build but I feel like I do upload every week, but sometimes I feel like I could definitely upload a little bit more. I've said before, like I do work a lot, so I am busy a lot of the time, but I feel like a lot of the time it's not me not having any time, it's actually just me building things and then hating them and then kind of judging them. And so I've decided I am just going to build, and if I like it at the time of obviously recording it and stuff, then that's something that I'm going to upload, and I'm not going to do what I usually do and be really panicky and pick things out, because this is why I don't get videos out. So I think this is going to be like my new thing, so I'm going to be trying to upload every 4 days. Please don't quote me on that, because I know that there could be problems. Like obviously I could be kind of busy some days, I could have a lot going on and things like that, schedule could change, but I am really trying to stick to a sort of every 4 days. I feel like that would be really good. And also I've just been loving building recently. I've been so inspired. Okay, this is gonna sound so silly, but I worked out how to use Pinterest. Okay, I know it's like, how do you not know how to use Pinterest? But for for the longest time, I've just kind of went onto Pinterest, and then that's kind of been it. I sort of looked things up for inspiration, possibly found a photo or two, and whatever. But recently I realized like how to make boards and how to save things and sort of put them into categories. And I know that sounds so weird, because like how did I not know how to do that? But I don't know, I just kind of like worked it out, and I think now that I know how to do that, it's been really helpful, because I'm able to sort of get inspiration from different boards that I make and kind of put a few things together and then work out the kind of vibe I want to go for. I feel like Pinterest is such a massive inspiration for me when it comes to building. Like I'll build things off of things that I've seen in person or off of maybe things in movies. But a lot of the time I will go on Pinterest and just see if there's anything similar to what I'm after. Because sometimes you get like really nice floor plans on there and they really inspire me. Like I love the floor plans on Pinterest. So I kind of worked out how to make a little save for all the floor plans and stuff. Which was nice. But anyway, yeah, so that's like my plan. Hopefully it works out and we get a little bit more videos, because I feel like I am obviously a Sims builder, but I feel like I could have so much more builds up on the channel if I just let myself be free of my mind. So anyway, I am just going to talk a little bit about the actual build. Of course, that is probably why you're here in the first place. So as you can see, we've done the main exterior of the house, and now we're moving on to the little shed. So the idea behind this build is it's for a good witch, and I think she lives in this kind of enchanted, it's not really a forest, like I guess it sort of is, but if you look on the other side of the lot, it's kind of near quite a lot of things. So I don't want to say forest, but I think she lives in this enchanted area, and she's kind of like low key about being a witch. I think because she's a good witch, you know, and I think that she is maybe like a herbal witch. I think she helps people with like if they have any illnesses, any problems, like she uses herbs and things to help. But obviously, I think she uses magic as well. So she would probably be like a spellcaster in the game. And I think she uses her magic and her herbs to help people. And yeah, she kind of lives in this little area where it's sort of shut off from the rest of the city, the country, however you want to describe it. But you know, she's still local. People that know her know where to go, but people that don't know her wouldn't suspect anything. Now, I did add like small details. For example, I put a like broom on the shed, so I end up doing that a little bit later, but I thought that was a nice detail because it's maybe something that people wouldn't really pick up on. Like if you visited this place, you might just think, oh, it's just like a normal broom. But of course, that is like her magical broom. And then I also, this one's a little bit less obvious, but I did add a little cat grave to like the back area, the like back. It's not a garden, but like I create this little step area at the back of the house, and I put a little cat grave there because when you think of witch, or when I think of witch, I think like they would have a cat. I mean, I don't know about you, I love cats. I have two cats and I love them so much, and I love cats. And if I was living on my own out here, whether I was a witch or not, I would definitely want a cat. Now, what I think is that her cat unfortunately passed away, but she then resurrected it from the grave, and so that resulted in her still having her cat. So yeah, she's kind of got this cat that just lives forever, and it's really nice and it's really sweet. So I don't know if you wanted to do gameplay wise, I know that you can actually have ghost pets, which is a good thing and a bad thing. When I had it, it was good because they were still there, but then it was bad because my Sims would cry like non-stop over the cat or the dog that died. So I would say I would say probably it might be easier to just have a cat and pretend than have a ghost cat. But I don't know. You'll have to work that out. You have to work out what works more. But I think that would probably be the easiest way. Now I did build this on quite a small lot. I think it's like a 20 by 30 or something like that. The thing is, I always like think of the lot size and I'm like, oh, that sounds really big. And then I go into game and I'm like, it's actually tiny. Like I start to build because I looked at this lot at first and I was like, there's loads of room. And then I started to build and I was like, oh, it's actually not very big, but I like the look of it. I think it really works. And I try to sort of blend it into the surrounding area without it being like too blended, because I did want it to sort of stick out because you know she's a witch, but at the same time she's kind of trying to be low key. She's trying to, I don't know, I don't think she's necessarily hiding it, but I think it's like she doesn't want to be too obvious. So that's what I was thinking. Now I do decorate the inside and you'll notice that it's a very, very small house. Now unfortunately it isn't a tiny home because I use so many platforms, and I also built the little shed at the side so it doesn't end up being a tiny home. It's also like a weird shape on the inside, but I love it. It's a super quirky little home. Like the kitchen is in this little nook and it is so sweet. You'll see it. Now she's not got like a proper living room. It's really hard to describe, but instead of just raising the floor to the height, because of course I've used platforms on the outside, instead of raising like the inside of the house up a few platforms. I decided to just add a few platforms and create this kind of like staircase because I wanted the inside to be a little bit more interesting because it was so small. So I did that, and it's very like open plan, and then she's got her little bedroom and she's got her bathroom, and I think this worked really really nicely because it just made it feel so quirky, like a little bit strange, kind of magical. And yeah, I don't know, I just like the whole vibe of it. Now, I didn't add any cat stuff on the inside. So if there's anything you'd want to add, like maybe like a bowl and stuff, I don't know if it might be easier to add stuff like that to the outside because there's a little bit more room outside. Oh, I also added this cauldron to the outside, which is like another thing. I feel like it's not super obvious, but then once you see it, you're like, oh, okay, gotcha. I also decided to give her, on the like back porch area, I do put a little gemology table. Oh, also I end up extending the back of the house just slightly so I could fit a bathroom like comfortably. But yeah, I ended up adding a gemology table because that is something that a witch would have, like a good witch. I feel like that's, I don't know, I thought it worked really nicely. Now, I just love the idea of her being good and her being like this sweet little woman because I feel like I really like doing darker themed spellcaster builds. Like more evil, dark tones. But I don't know, sometimes I just like to dive into like a good little cozy story. Okay, now here, I went crazy with the train. Now, I do end up dialing this back just a little because it's a lot. You can probably see it's a lot, but I really like those sunflowers that I added. But yeah, it is a lot. So I do end up dialing back just a little bit because I was like, okay, I mean, it's a little bit too much, but sometimes I just go so crazy with terrain. I think it's so addictive to just keep adding and adding. Oh, this is me adding that little broom that I think is so sweet. Oh, I love it so much. I think it works. I think like even though she's being low key, it's not super obvious. So yeah, I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Now, I know this is super off topic, but I'm so excited for the next build that I have coming. So, if you want to make sure you get, receive the notification for that one, make sure to subscribe and click the bell. But it's a super exciting one. If you're already subscribed, then you'll see it when it comes. But as I say, I should be uploading that one on Sunday, and I think the reason I like it is because I've played around with for rent like quite a little bit, but this one I feel like is a proper like for rent build, and I love it. And also I've built in a style that I am not used to building in, so it's actually a style that I think I've only ever built in once, and I'm super proud of it. So yeah, I'm just so excited. But anyway, we have moved on to the inside, and you can probably see what I was talking about. It's a very like quirky interior, like what's going on with those steps, but I love it. It feels so cozy. Now, I definitely could have raised the floor and had little separate rooms. I think that would have worked really nicely as well. It would have gave a lot more room for the living room, but I just love how this turned out, so I'm not mad about it at all. I actually love this because it's not like a living room, but it's still like a little area for her to sit. Oh, I did playtest this, by the way. It's not on my gallery as of right now, because I actually built it on my boyfriend's PC. So I'm going to upload that as soon as possible, as soon as I'm over there. It should be there by the weekend, so don't worry about that. But yeah, what was I saying? I completely forgot what I was talking about. Oh yeah, I was saying like she's got a living room and it's play tested. It's really small, but it's play tested. Yeah, she could have had a bigger living room if I had sort of, gotten rid of the platforms and things. But honestly, I just loved how this looked. I liked it. I liked the quirky vibe. Oh, and then in the bedroom, you see a little sneak peek, but I did use the wallpaper, which is from the Crystal Creations pack, and I used it in this really nice teal blue shade, which I haven't used before, so that was really nice. I've used the wallpaper, but not in that swatch. So yeah. By the way, sorry if this voiceover has a lot of cuts in it. I, for some reason, have like a really tickly throat. But it's weird because I don't have like a cough. I don't, like, my throat isn't sore. I just have a really like tickly cough. And yeah, it's really random and I didn't even notice. I kind of noticed it today because I was at work and like I noticed that my voice kept going. So if you don't know, I do work with animals, and so I'm speaking to like dogs all day. And when you speak to dogs, like, you speak to them in like a nice cute little voice, and like I noticed that my voice kept like going, and I was like, oh, uh, and now I'm like, oh yeah, I think something's just wrong with my throat. I really hope that I don't have like a bug coming, because I got the bus home and I was feeling like really ill on the bus. And I'm just hoping, I'm praying that I don't have like a cold on its way to me. We're gonna really, really hope that I'm just feeling a little bit weird today and that'll be all good tomorrow. But yeah, I'm the type of person, the thing is, I know some people say, oh, but like you can call in sick. I am the type of person that if I'm ill, I just will not call in sick. Like, I don't know about anyone else, I just feel like I can't do it. Like, see, because I'm so short staffed as well, like at work we're so short staffed, I'm like, no, no, I just can't bring myself to do it. So anyway, that was really random, but I just thought I'd mention it in case, like, in case you thought that I was just doing random cuts in the video. But anyway, we are cluttering up the kitchen, and yeah, it's pretty like simple, I guess, because you can see what I'm doing. I was gonna describe it, but I guess you can see what I'm up to. But I was kind of concerned about this area looking a little bit too full and maybe being hard to read. So I started by putting stone behind it, sorry, instead. And then I changed this, and I ended up moving the little like garnishing board to above the window on the right. I hope you're with me here. And then I just changed the wallpaper back and I put like these really small green curtains, and it worked a lot better. I feel like it's a lot easier to see what's going on, because with everything else, like with the curtains before, it was a wee bit like, oh, there's too much going on here. So yeah, I think that was good. I like it. Now this seems like a good time to just say that if you're not following my Instagram, please make sure to check it out, because I post on there quite a lot and I post all of my builds and stuff. And yeah, I also repost a lot of like other summer's builds, so you can kind of have a look at what other people are doing and if there's any trends going about. Also, I usually post if there's any like packs on sale and things like that, just, so if you ever want to keep up to date with me or with stuff that I post, then make sure you check it out. It's just iHanza YT, so YT for YouTube. But yeah, just thought I'd mention. Here's the little gemology table that I was talking about adding. For some reason that fence is brown and then the other ones aren't. I don't know why it's like that. Very weird. But yeah, I think we're gonna move on to the bedroom very, very soon. But the bedroom is so sweet. I was trying to keep in mind that it was for like an older person, because I haven't even said this, but I was imagining like an older witch, like, like a little old witch. She's got this little cottage core house with like the really old looking wallpaper that's like kind of magical. I don't know, I really hope I got the vibes, like I got the vibes across without it being super overly realm of magic, because I didn't add like potions and things because it wasn't really the vibe I was going for. But if you want to add potions and stuff, please be my guest. Like, I've said this before, but see, with my build you can do whatever you want. Like, if you want to change anything, you want to add anything, you want to take things away, please do, because that's what The Sims is. Like, it's creative, like it's for creativity, so please feel free to do that. Now we have moved on to the bedroom. And I'm using this little bed, which is from Horse Ranch, I'm sure. Now, when I playtested this, the sim that I used to playtest was actually like, this bed is so cheap and my back is sore. And do you know what annoys me? All the cute beds are like that. There's a lot of beds in this game that you use them and then your sim is like, this is the worst bed I've ever slept on. And it's like, yeah, but it goes with the aesthetics, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. No, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that. I remember it from playtesting. But yeah, anyway, it's a super cute bed, but just keep that in mind. You might want to upgrade it, but I thought it was pretty cute. I did actually want to add a double bed in here, and if I did add a double bed, it would have been the same one, but double. But it's such a small space and it would have taken up the whole room. So I did decide against that, but yeah, if you wanted to, you could definitely extend this room. You could move it over like by 1 square and then have like a double bed. I didn't do that, as you can see. But yeah, that is definitely something you can do. I'm sorry, my voice is like really going. I'm trying to like stop it, but it's just not happening. I was actually planning on filming another voiceover after this for another video, but with the way my voice is today, I'm thinking maybe I'll maybe I'll not. Maybe I'll leave that for another day. But yeah, we are now just doing the bathroom, and then I think the last place I do is the greenhouse. And I know that I've already did half of the bathroom. It's because I never show me doing bathrooms. But I was like, wait, this is a really cute bathroom. So then I started recording it, but I didn't want to like go back and delete everything. So, but a cute little details I added, a cute little details, a cute detail I added the little mirror, well, the quite big mirror from the werewolves pack, and I love that mirror so much. It's so nice. It's like, I don't know, it's got like crystals and gems and stuff in it. It is so sweet. I think it would go really nice with a lot of stuff from the Crystal Creations pack. But yeah, I added that in and I think it added so much characters. So yeah, now we are coming to the end of this video. So I do just want to say a massive thank you so much for watching. If you did make it this far, then I'm so sorry about my voice. But if you did enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye.